Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. So today we have our co-host with us, Charlene, Organic Charlene. And no, she is not vegan, so stop asking.
Please.
Man, I know you're tired of that
right now.
She's non-surgical, non-GMO, you know, basically natural. So today, this is our segment. This is my new segment. Okay, so the topic for today is, can you truly have friends with benefits and keep it at that level? Like truly, absolutely keep it at that level.
All right.
So
What do you think?
I think it really depends on how you set it up. Honestly, that's the setup.
I think that what happens is people underestimate the power and the energy of sex.
Man, the transfer.
The
right?
transfer. And it sounds good. No, we're just gonna be friends with benefits. We're just gonna have a situationship, no strings attached.
Man,
Sorry, somebody's gonna catch feelings.
let 'em know.
Someone in there is going to have more feelings than the other, and they want to hope that the situationship turns into something else. You can't spend that much time intimately with someone and think that you're not going to eventually start to catch feelings, start to have feelings for that person, start to think about that person, even when you start with just the sexual part of it, right? Now it's turned into, oh, I wonder what this person's doing. I wonder what this person's doing. Oh, this person said something funny. And that's how you create feelings. That's how you create that relationship in your head, because it is still a relationship.
Right.
Just because you don't have a title, or just because it's not the title of boyfriend and girlfriend, you are still in a relationship with that person, because you're sharing a part of your life with them. Especially if you're sharing your body.
Do you know what I
mean?
mean? Yes.
I think people underestimate. They underestimate the power of that sexual energy.
People try to down talking. You know what I mean? Say, oh, we're just talking, or not even that. We're not dating. We're not. Won't even put you on the category at all.
No, it's a great way to say, hey, I'm a hoe and I'm okay with it. It's okay. Oh, we're just talking. Talking means hoeing. No, I'm just kidding.
No one knows.
Talking means hoeing.
No one does
They
it.
don't want to admit that. Listen, if you got 3 different dudes that you are talking to, but you're really having sex with them, the Webster's dictionary says hoe. I think.
No.
The Urban Dictionary says hoe.
Really?
I don't know.
No, but like, say you're messing with one person, right? But you're entertaining. That's different. If you're entertaining.
Right. Entertaining is different. But if you're having sex with more than one person.
Oh yeah.
That's I mean, you're and there's nothing wrong with it. You should be able to do whatever you want.
Right.
You should be able to do whatever you want with your body.
Right,
but let's not pretend what it is.
Right.
If you are putting,
I feel like everyone has a different definition for a hoe.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm just using mine. So my definition, I use hoe as a very loosely. But I'm old school, so that's the word we use.
You.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I think that if you're having friends with benefits and you're sleeping with
multiple people,
3 or plus people,
that's a
lot. That's a lot of. And I mean, I'm just teasing about being a hoe, right? But that's a lot of energy to take in. And then people wonder why they're depressed. People wonder why they're confused. People wonder why they're sad. You're taking in too much energy because you're underestimating the power that women are being entered. That's why we get feelings quicker. We're being entered. We are being. You're making
penetrated.
You're being penetrated.
Energy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. And it's a transfer. Energy is real. And I mean, I hate to get all, bajiggity about it, but at the end of the day, it's very important for women to understand the power of sex. The power of sex, giving your body, you can be twerking and all that stuff, that's fine. Everyone likes to have sex. That's what, it feels good. But don't underestimate the fact that you're trading and exchanging that energy. So to me, friends with benefits can only last for so long. It can only last for so long.
Right, unless it transfers over to a relationship, which... What? Let's be real. Not even 10%.
Where did you get your statistics?
I don't know. Just playing.
I like it.
less than maybe 3% transfer over to relationships.
This is the thing. Somebody in the situationship or the friends with benefits is hoping that it will. One is always hoping that it will, because you're not going to continue.
Two
in
a relationship.
And that's what happens is when the conversation turns that one day where you realize and they realize
So
that
what
hey,
are
we want
we?
to exactly. So what are we doing here?
What are we?
And you get your little feelings hurt.
Back in the days.
Yeah. But you get your feelings hurt when the other person doesn't, you know, give
So
back to you
hurt.
what you want, even though you started out with friends with benefits. No, you want to. That's to me is like a cop out way of saying, I know you don't want to be my boyfriend, but can we still fuck?
Damn. Yeah.
I know you don't want to be my girlfriend, but can we still fuck?
Look at that. Yeah. And a lot of people just want that, you know, because some people just don't want to be alone too. So I'd rather get a piece of you rather than all of you. And I feel like that's what a lot of women are settling for nowadays. That's why we have so many women who are single, you know?
Yeah. There's a song.
Because it works.
I'm going to age myself here. There's a song by Guy called Piece of My
I
Life.
got no idea
And
what
it's
you're
like,
talking about.
yeah. So, but it's a song about. It's a song about. Listen, I can only give you a piece of my love. Or there's a song by. Oh my God, I'm so aging myself here. There's a song by H-Town called Part-Time Lover, where the guy's like, listen, I can only be a part-time lover. I can't do nothing for you, man. Which is another old school song.
That's
Public
real.
Enemy. I'm so old. It's really good. But the thing is that
Shatilla. They look great.
thank you.
Right? Can we agree?
Can we agree? Can the church say?
Period. Amen.
But I think what happens is that we are okay with what I call getting breadcrumbed.
Oh yeah.
We are okay with, as women, saying,
Highly
okay, well, if I can't have all of him, let me get a piece of him, and let me get the most intimate part of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, laying in the bed with someone is extremely intimate. And even if you're just bumping uglies, it's still intimacy. That's sex, but there's foreplay. There's all of these things. There's a talk about the situation before you get there.
Man.
That's a relationship. So we can sit here and pretend that it's not. And I think, like I said, it's an easy way for people to not be held accountable for what they do with their bodies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Accountability.
Just hey, if you want to be a hoe, just say, hey, I'm girl hoeing. Girl, I got me a Rolodex. I just go.
A Rolodex. People say, I've heard like girls out here say they got a whole roster. Like
That's hoeing.
They say they have a whole roster, so they just switch off. And I'm just like, let me tell you, when I first became single, I was talking to this girl about it or whatever, just, you know, venting to her about it. And she's like, girl, what you need to do is get you a roster of niggas and just fuck around until
And catch
you
something.
feel like
Why not?
crazy.
And just catch something.
Crazy.
And that's called feelings. Go ahead and catch some feelings, girl. Why not?
Good one.
Yeah,
The
you
worst
are.
shit ever, right?
Go ahead and get something. But
Wow.
that's the thing. Is that's the way insecure women think. Like they're not paying attention to the fact that they don't think they're worth a man to give them attention all 100%. They don't think they're worth the effort it takes to be in a relationship with someone. And I think that's
right.
extremely it's disheartening, you know, because they don't understand, especially if you hang out with other women that have the same kind of mentality.
Mindset, right?
Yeah, it's
right.
like, oh, I got me a roster. When I was growing up, if I heard a girl talk about she had a gaggle of niggas, we would probably have stoned her.
Damn.
Verbally. But I also grew up in the 90s, so it was a lot different back then.
Right.
But like there was, you didn't talk about that kind of stuff. You know, you weren't open with your hoedom. Nowadays,
Right, it's so free.
it's so free. It's like, oh yeah, I'll give my cooter to anybody, a couple at a time.
They say it on Snapchat, Instagram,
They don't have
lives.
any self-esteem.
They have no, like,
They don't feel like they're worth
Wild.
someone actually wanting to take the time to get to know them, or take the time to treat them like a lady. And if you're not acting like a lady, you can't possibly be treated like one. So that to me makes sense. Like, how can a woman think it's okay that several men in her life only want her for sex? If you got a whole roster, one,
and you're okay with it.
One friends with benefits, I think is, you know, okay. You know, that's a, you know, but
That's
2 and
life.
3 and 4 and
It
7, a roster? You're tapping, what are they, tapping each other in and out? Like, are they smacking each other on the butt at the turnstile in your bedroom? What are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? How are you going to explain? Like, how do you sleep at night knowing that nobody wants to be with you?
Or having different men rotate.
Oh, that's so sad. I want to cry.
That's inner work that you have to do, it sounds like, huh?
Oh my
Dang.
God, start reading.
Just got deep.
That makes me sad because it's so rampant. It's like you know, I'm 39, you guys, so just know I'm not you know, these are young people, and so I'm looking at these young girls like, are you serious? Where is your value? Your value is not in twerking. It's a great skill, and I like to watch it. However, you're more than just that,
right?
And it takes for you to believe that before anyone else does. If you don't value yourself, how do you expect anybody else to value you?
Right, respect you.
How? If you don't care about your body and being ran through, why would a dude want to be with you? Especially if they
Like
know
why?
you're being ran through. Like, hey,
And most know because you bring that vibe to the table most of the time. You know what I mean? The way you talk, the way you carry yourself, just everything about you.
And this is why I like you, because you're not like that. You know what I'm saying? This is like when I first met you, I was like, oh my God, I'm so in love with her. Because even though you're, you know, much younger than me, you have a maturity about yourself, and you're not looking for that kind of negative attention. You get attention regardless because you're absolutely fucking stunning, but you're also very humble. You remind me of a young me. Right, I wish. But it's important to see that, because when I see these young girls, like, it's like, y'all don't have no. I just want to hug them.
They're missing something out of their lives that they want from everybody else. Like, they crave that attention because they're missing something with them.
Yeah, and they don't realize it's negative attention. People are making fun of you. People are making fun of you. People are looking down on you. Because if you're going to be that, you don't have to be that open about it. That should be some shameful shit.
Right, to talk about. Right.
Telling people that you have a
roster?
A roster? Like, who
a whole football team, motherfucker.
A whole football team?
I got a whole football team.
Wow.
And NBA players, though.
Wow. So that many
it really
men,
be like that. Yep.
So that many men in your life think you ain't worth nothing but a fuck.
Wow. Right.
Wow. You need to change your life. You need to change your life. And there's nothing wrong with sex. I think sex is natural. Sex is amazing. But
it goes deeper.
It goes way deeper than that. It goes balls deep. So terrible.
And that's why she's on my show.
But it's important, I think, you know, all kidding aside, that these young people understand that the energy you put out is the energy you get. And that's why you're going to attract the same men that only want to allow you to use each other for that.
Area.
Yeah, they don't respect you by any stretch. They're not taking you home to mom. I can't imagine giving my body, letting you poke my uterus.
Cervix.
All in my cervix. All in my birth canal. And you won't even introduce me ever to your parents?
Or talk about them at least. Girl. I've never had a man, honestly, I've never met a man, or, you know, when I die, a man.
Yeah.
To where it's like he never brought up his mom, or I never went around his mom, or just it had nothing to do with his mom, you know? It's like I'm the type to build a relationship with a person before I even think about that, you know? And I just can't see it. I just value myself too much.
Yeah, and I think let me just make sure I'm very clear. I don't think there's anything wrong with casual sex. There's nothing wrong with casual sex. But we're talking about a roster of people that you're having extra casual sex with. It's, to me, is troublesome. It's troublesome.
So you think that friends with benefits should be limited to one?
I think it should be limited, period. I think it should be carefully thought out, because those are the kind of things when you know you're dealing with someone and you're in a relationship with them, that's a contract, right? We both agree that this is what we are. When you got friends with benefits, whether you've spoken about it or not, because I think there's another term for it besides friends. What is it called? Situationship, or there's another one. There's another one I can't remember, but there's another one I'm thinking of. But when you have that kind of no strings attached openness with more than one or two people, that's a lot of energy, man. Like, that's a lot of giving yourself for what? What's the end game? No one's going to look at you and say, you know what? I fucks with it.
So what if you're not looking for that though? What if you're just looking for that situationship?
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, how many are you going to look for? Like, how many do you need? How many dicks do you need? How many do you need? One or two people that you deal with casually, I think is totally normal. But when you start going into, you know, getting on that third
5,
finger,
6, 7, 8,
like when
9,
you start,
10.
that's what I'm saying. I think there should, once you get to a certain level where you're dealing with all that energy, you're dealing with all of that from this person and that person. That's a lot to take in, and you got all these people that don't take you seriously. You got all these men that you're having sex with that don't take you or your body seriously, and that's disturbing to me. You're not that horny. I'm sorry, you're not that horny. You're addicted. You're addicted to the act. You're addicted to the intimacy, and you're afraid to say that because you don't want, and you can't have the stuff that goes with that. You can't have the holding hands, the relationship. You just want the sexual part of it. You just want the intimacy part of it. You just want the act 3 of it. And when you're doing that with so many different people, that shows me that you don't value yourself enough to say, hey, I matter and I'm worth. Can we go get a Foster Freeze? Can I get some Reader Snitchels?
Question for you. So you don't think it's like double-sided? You feel like it should be like that for women but not for men, or do you feel like it should be like that for both?
I think that men are not as emotional of creatures as women. Men have a different, their chemical makeup is completely different, which is why they're called men and we're called women. So yeah, I think that the circumstances are different. They're not being entered. They don't carry life inside them. So when people think, well, the women should be equal in men, personally, this is just my opinion, y'all. So be easy. It's just my opinion. I think that those kind of situations, men can have casual sex and be good with it. They rarely get it because they don't have sex on emotion. We have sex with emotion. Men can fuck up paper bag. They don't care. They're like, oh yeah, she bad or not, or turn her around, slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh my God, another old school reference. Sorry guys, sorry about it. But I think that it's different. Men don't get pregnant. Men don't get pregnant. Men don't carry lives. Right. So I think it's more important for a woman to protect her womb, literally, to protect herself, because we are made differently. We are composed differently. So a man is not going to be as emotionally affected by casual sex as women.
That's true. So, to wrap it up.
Wrap it up, baby.
So is it possible for friends to benefit?
Absolutely. It's absolutely possible. Absolutely possible.
I agree. I definitely agree.
All right, let's go get some. Yeah. I just want one.
You can have some, but I'm celibate, so.
Are you celibate?
Yes.
Are we celebrating your celibacy?
Are we? Oh my God.
Well, I'm celibate too, but just involuntarily celibate.
Oh, mine's very voluntary.
I want to fucking lockdown. I want a coochie lockdown, y'all.
Very voluntary. Coochie lockdown.
Coochie lockdown.
What? All right, y'all. So thank you for tuning in. And I love y'all. Subscribe, like, and comment. Share the video. You know, leave your comments below. Have conversations. We'll tune in. Bye.
Bye.
Tell me I'm beautiful every day, baby. That's what I'm talking about.